Stephen Harris is our guest. NE10 Now, the podcast, as we talk some indoor track and field from Franklin Pierce University. He is the new record holder in the Northeast 10 in the 200 meter. He is also the best 200 meter runner in all of Division II across the country this year as well. Stephen, first off, congratulations on that success. Thanks for coming by. What's gotten into your performance so far this season?
First of all, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. I don't know. It's just been a crazy year for me, putting in that work and just coming into the season thinking I got to run 20 this year because last year I was stuck at 21.7, 21.5, and I was like, oh, I'm sick of this. I got to run faster. So just putting in that work at practice really just with all my teammates pushing me during practice as well really helps. So.
Let's talk. I want to talk about the difference between last year and this year, but I want to
Yeah.
talk first about the performance that you had to go 21:11, which is the best time in the country this year. I know you said after that you thought you were running slow. So
Yeah.
so tell me what you thought during that race and why you were wrong.
So lane six is not really my favorite lane. I always get it at BU, and I usually just get in my head a lot about it. But this time I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna run. I did get out pretty slow. My blocks are kind of bad, but still pushing out and getting out as fast as I could. And then once I got like halfway, I was like, all right, time to go all out, and that's what I did. And then just looking at the clock and seeing that time, I was just shocked myself. I was like, holy crap, like that's pretty fast. But yeah.
What's the difference in lane as a runner?
Um, so lane five is usually like the best lane. Personally for me, I like 4 and 5 because I like to chase people. So it gets me going, gets me go faster. Lane six, you're just out by yourself and you just got to make sure you don't get past basically. So
You ran last year fourth in the conference meet. You went 21.64. 21.47 would have won it for you. And again, you just ran 21.11 in your most recent meet. So that's quite a big jump forward. That would have been a sizable NE10 championship
yeah.
last year. So in layman's terms, for people that are not regular runners, how big of a jump is it to go from 21.6 to 21.1?
It's a huge jump. Uh, and again, like I was personally shocked when I ran that, but going from 21.7 to 21.11 is it's just a huge jump. So
What kind of training does that take? Like, what are the things that you do to increase your speed?
we do a lot of longer tempos, which is like fast pace, which kind of helps. Like the other day we did 250, 150, 250, all out, which helps you like train better, I guess. But we do a lot of like endurance, a lot of speed work, which is also good, and a lot of form work because once you're dead and like once you're coming around the last 50, all you need to do is work on your form. So we do a lot of that as well. So that helps.
When did you know you were fast?
Uh, Probably when I was like 8 or 9. We used to do a thing in Billerica called the Hershey Track Meet, and my parents were like, "Hey, we'll sign you up for it." So I did that, and after that, I just loved running. I was like, I want to keep on doing this. I want to get better and better at it. And even my whole family runs track. Shout out to my whole family though. They all ran, so just makes me want to prove to myself and to them that I can I could be the fastest in the world one day. So
Is that the goal?
that's the goal, hopefully.
Um, are you the fastest in your family right now?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, just checking. um, Tell me, speaking of fastest in the world, tell me about what's behind you. Are you a big Lightning McQueen
Oh,
guy?
oh yeah, big Lightning McQueen guy. Um, I have in high school I had Lightning McQueen spikes. That was the bag I had it with. But yeah, big Lightning McQueen fan. My whole family has tattoos of a lightning bolt on our calf, so it's pretty cool. But yeah, huge Lightning McQueen fan.
All right, whose idea was the lightning bolt tattoo for everybody?
Uh, Funny thing, it was during COVID. We were all sitting down at the dinner table, and my brother was like, "Hey, we should get tattoos," and I was like, "Yeah, like I'm in." And then we're like, "Oh, like what should we get? Like this is kind of tough." And me and him were like, "Let's just get lightning bolts."
Were your
And
parents in on it too right away?
our parents weren't in it at first. They're like, "Oh, that's stupid," like blah blah. And then after we got it, my sister got it, and then my mom and dad got it after. So
Why Lightning McQueen?
I don't know. It's just there's one day in high school where I was running a 200 and I won. I stuck out my arm and they counted it as a win. And then I was cooling down and I found a Lightning McQueen toy. And then ever since then, it was just meant to be. So
While we're talking about finding Lightning McQueen toys, what other superstitions go into making Stephen Harris the runner that he is?
um, this might be a little weird to people, but has to be Friendly's chocolate chip ice cream. 3 scoops, microwave it for 10 seconds at 8 o'clock at night, the night before the meet. So Friday, if you have a meet Saturday, Friday night, 3 scoops chocolate chip ice cream, microwave it for 10 seconds, and then you eat it.
How specific is 8 o'clock, or like is
Has
8:05 okay?
has to be right on the dot. If it's not, if it's like 8:01, I don't eat it.
Like you
Has
have
to
to
be
hit like
exactly.
how like is it you have to eat it at 8? Do you have to hit
Oh,
start at 8?
you press start at 8.
How
Got
did
it.
we arrive on 3 scoops at 8?
In high school, I was hungry in the middle of the night, and I went down, and it was exactly 8 o'clock, and I was like, or it was like 7:50, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna have some ice cream. So I had 3 scoops, and I was like, I can't. I got to meet tomorrow. Then I waited because I was talking to my dad about the meet, and it was 8 o'clock, and I pressed start on it, and then ever since then, I just kept on doing it.
What do you do if you have to travel to a meet?
First thing I do when we get there, go to the store, get chocolate chip ice cream. Has to be Friendly's though. Can't be any other brand. Has to be Friendly's ice cream.
I feel like to run in the Olympics someday that could be they might not have friendlies in Paris.
Well, then I'll have to go find a different option, but hopefully they have it there.
This sounds like a great story of like how did Stephen Harris win Olympic gold? It's like, well, friendlies flew in his ice cream.
Oh yeah, yeah. Hopefully that'll
That's
be
amazing.
awesome with that.
I want to ask you about a picture as well. There is a photo of you on Franklin Pierce social media wearing a cowboy hat and holding what I think is a Bichon, but I'm not sure.
That's my Calvershawn. That's my puppy. His
Is
name is
there a
Bolt.
story?
Yep, his name is Bolt as well. So
Does he live with you?
he does live with me.
Big dog guy?
Uh, sort of. He's my first dog. I got him in the summer, so
Tell
he
me
lives
about
with me at
being
school.
a dog dad while you're in college.
Oh, it's great. Coming back from practice, he's just waiting for us. Like all my roommates, loves to play with us. Big cuddler. Put him on the bed or the couch. He'll chill with you for like the rest of the night. It's great. I go on walks with him. Walks help me a lot, calm me down. Like if I'm stressed out after practice or something. So it's very helpful to have him here.
Does he come to practice ever?
He did once. He came to our lift. He sat in a chair the whole time. He was a good boy. But he hasn't came to an actual practice yet. Hopefully during outdoors, yeah, we can
I
bring
was
him
gonna
out.
say, does he turn into like the team dog?
Yeah, basically. So when we have like team meetings and stuff, I'll bring him, and everyone loves him. So
That's amazing. As we record this, we are a couple of weeks out from conference championships. Uh,
yeah,
I could ask you about the small goals, but I want to go back to and end on the big goals. You said one day you want to be the best in the world.
yeah.
What is your ultimate goal with running, and do you envision yourself running on those stages?
Hopefully my next future goal is to break 21 and hit 20. My end goal is to try to run for the Olympic team one day, hopefully.
What do you have to run to be a 200 Olympic runner?
I think it's like 20 low or 19 high. So I still got some ways to go, but just got to work harder, I guess. So
That's awesome. Stephen Harris, fastest 200 runner in Division Two men's indoor track this season. Congrats on the season so far. Best of
thank,
luck at the championships.
thank you. I appreciate it.